Black Bag is a new spy thriller in which every character is a hero in their own story and likely a villain in somebody else's. It tells the tale of married intelligence agents George and Catherine Woodhouse, whose relationship is put to the ultimate test when Catherine is suspected of treasonous behavior. Despite the fact that Soderbergh has released a movie every year since 2017, Black Bag has won over critics and sits with a 97% fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes, proving that the beloved filmmaker is showing no signs of fatigue. Soderbergh won big praise from Screen Rant's Black Bag review for bringing back the sexy thriller, but the success of that aspect of the movie rests on the performances of stars Michael Fassbender and Cate Blanchett. As George and Catherine Woodhouse, the stars have on-screen chemistry that has won over audiences and reviewers alike. The cast is rounded out with an impressive ensemble of performers as well, including Naomi Harris, Marissa Abela, Pierce Brosnan, and Jean Page. Screen Rant's Joe Deckelmeyer interviewed the Black Bag cast about their work on the film. They discussed working with the legendary Steven Soderbergh on a script by David Koepp, how they related to their characters, and more. Read what Michael Fassbender, Cate Blanchett, Naomi Harris, Tom Burke, Marissa Abela, and Jean Page had to say below. Black Bag is in theaters now. Michael Fassbender and Cate Blanchett explain George and Catherine's dynamic. Both characters are damaged enough that they identify with one another. Cate Blanchett and Michael Fassbender lean in to kiss in Black Bag. In Black Bag, George and Catherine are a loving couple, but not one without their flaws. He's such a tight fist of a character, Cate Blanchett said of George, praising Michael Fassbender's particular and absolute take on the role. At another point in the interview, Blanchett revealed that Catherine is running from stuff, and said there's enough damage in Catherine and George, in their own upbringings, that they identify with one another. Fassbender called George a clinical person who doesn't operate from an emotional place. Especially key to the story is the fact that Fassbender saw George as quite a socially uncomfortable person, continuing to say, I think his best friend is his wife, probably his only friend. At the heart of the story is the question George, and the audience, is meant to ask. He knows that he is 100% loyal to his wife. The question is, in this film, is she to him? Marissa Abela, Jean Page, Naomi Harris and Tom Burke are the heroes in their own stories. One dinner party scene gave every actor the chance to showcase their character. Jean Page Black Bag. I think that would describe almost every character in the script, Jean Page replied when it was mentioned that his character Stokes saw himself as a hero, even though others may not agree, which is exactly what drew me to the script. Everyone in the ensemble has layers under layers. Naomi Harris shared that sentiment, saying, I had this amazing character who pushed me in directions that I've never been before as an actress. I loved that. Black Bag has a dinner party scene that may go down as one of the movie's most memorable, thanks to drug-fueled character moments. That's the first scene that we see her in, Marissa Abela said of her character Clarissa. Abela's reaction to the scene was, oh, she's quite bold. She's quite brazen. Regarding that scene's impact on his character Freddie, Tom Burke reflected, it could have been incredibly intimidating, but it was very freeing. The fact that you're playing somebody who's been spiked with a drug that can be anything you want it to be was very freeing too. The Black Bag cast reflects on working with Steven Soderbergh. He's an absolute genius. It wasn't the role, initially, that drew me to being part of this project, shared Harris, it was working with Soderbergh. He's an absolute genius. Page weighed in as well, saying, you trust him to capture those unexpected moments, you feel like he's in the trenches. With the aforementioned dinner party scene, he really was, revealed Page. Steven has cut a hole in the middle of the table, and he's sitting there where the turkey would be with the camera. According to the actors, Soderbergh's approach is both fast and comfortable. He leaves you to do your thing, Fassbender said, but Page was quick to add, it's very much an, I expect you to be ready from the first take, type of attitude. You think you're in a rehearsal and we're shooting. It's all about him creating this sense of ease on set, Abela said at another point in the conversation. Blanchett reflected on one scene in particular, a conversation between Catherine and Naomi Harris. Dr. Zoe Vaughn, Steven filmed, Naomi, in the office and me coming in through the door, and I was expecting him to call, cut, but then I sat in the chair and we started the scene. I thought, can't we read it first? Revealed the actor, but both of the characters are uncomfortable, so it made sense.